Hello everyone, I will be introducing to you what you need to know about the project. You can do it. The objective is to make a toy and advertise it to us with the materials that is given to you linked to this year's theme. This way, hopefully you learn something new about yourself and maybe also gain some interest in scientific subjects. Like any other activity, this one also has rules that you need to follow. So starting off, this year's theme is mechanics, and that means that at least one part of your toy must be movable. Also, it's not necessary to use all the materials that's given, but the other materials that will be used must be inside the list that is sent to you. The idea must come from the students and not the teachers, and you can get help from teachers or family members. Every member must do their part, and you need to keep a journal about your work. You will be, unless you are already, divided into groups, and after giving yourself a team name, you'll decide each member's role based on your interests and abilities. The roles are 4, and we'll look at them one by one. First of all, the technical designer. They are the team planner, the one who has the creative mind to imagine the final product and the process to get to that final result. They need to know how every material given works and how they can be used. It's also important for them to be able to communicate exactly what their project entails to their teammates, mainly through a drawing of the process. Next one, the logbook extender. They will be the one who writes down the journal, and they serve as the reporter of the team. They need to keep track of the conceptualization, the development and the realization of both the toy and the advertisement. They need to write down everything, and I mean everything. What are your ideas? If you change your idea and why, your failures and your successes. Their work is useful to identify eventual errors in the creative process, because if you find yourself stuck, you can look back and resume from where the error is instead of starting from scratch. Then there's the builder. They are the team's architect. They will oversee the entire creative process, and helped by their teammates, they'll build the actual toy and verify its performance. If someone doesn't know how to proceed, they should ask the builder, and he should be able to help and give an explanation. Last but not least, there's the advert designer. As the name implies, they'll be the one to create the image that is a photo or drawing, both digital or by hand, that will serve as the advertisement for your toy. Let me ask you a question. Between these two images, from which image will you buy the product from? Most people will say the upper one, and this serves as what's important to consider when making your image. So pay close attention to the striking colors, the image quality, the presence of a description, good slogan, and the dynamic poses that will serve you as a guide to make a good advert. And now you know what you need to do, but knowing how your project will be evaluated may give you a better idea of what to do. So first of all, we evaluate if there's actually a journal and the advertisement. Then moving on to your toy's aesthetic, its function, its source of energy, so if you need to push it or is it completely automatic, how many parts and which direction is your toy movable, and the presentation. Then we'll look at the originality and creativity of your project, the playability, so how many demographics can we give your toy to, how did you get to your idea, and the enthusiasm and involvement that each member had. Then we check if every member can point out their own contribution, and if said contribution is written inside the journal. Talking about the journal, we see if inside it it's written information about the materials used, the design, about the construction, the development, the finishing, and what your journal actually looks like. At last, we check the advert. We see its idea, its appeal, and its originality. And that's all. Good luck with your projects!